Bill Gates will never have that feeling. The found 20, it means nothing to him. Nothing. A 20 is more annoying to Bill Gates than a nickel is to us. Exponentially more annoying. And how annoying is a nickel to us? It is, I hate them. I hate them because they're quarter impersonators. They sit in your pocket and they do this, they do a great quarter. They're just like, you reach in there and you're like, oh, I got a nickel. Son of a bitch, nickel, you got me, I gotta give it to you, do a great quarter. Do you do Christopher Walken? I won't charge you for that one. But you don't have change for the meter, or for the laundry, or for the Mike and Ike's at the front of the grocery store. You know what I'm talking about? The Mike and Ike's from the front of the grocery store? This is interesting. They sell candy at the front of the grocery store in gumball machines, okay? Those nasty, nasty gumball machines. They probably haven't rotated the stock in 35 years. They sell the same candy inside the grocery store in a box, hermetically sealed, free of all disease, fresher, and at a lower unit price than the candy at the front of the store. But schmuck that I am, if I have a quarter and they have candy out there, I'm like, no, forget about you, freshness. I want my Mike and Ike's to tumble down a spout, a disgusting, filthy spout that a dozen 6-year-olds have shoved their measles-covered hands, their hepatitis C encrusted fingernails, trying to scrape free Mikes and/or Ikes off the side. Yes. If I'm gonna eat Mike and Ike's, I want to eat my Mike and Ike's the same way a petting zoo llama would eat his Mike and Ike's. All right. Stay on point. Bill Gates, $20 means nothing to him. Because do you know what Bill Gates has to pull out of an old coat to feel like I did with a $20 bill? First of all, the idea that Bill Gates has an old coat is preposterous. This man doesn't have an old... If he has an old coat, it's the coat Abe Lincoln was shot in. And he wears it as a bathrobe. He wears it as a bathrobe. No underwear, by the way, no underwear. No, he lets his billionaire balls swing willy-nilly beneath the death cloak of the great emancipator. That's your 1%. That's your 1%. All right, this is what Bill Gates has to find in an old coat to feel like I did with a $20 bill. Here comes the ratio. All right, $20 is to my net worth. Let's use the median net worth for a man my age in this country, which is $100,000, and seems high. All right, $20 is to $100,000, as X is to 59 billion. Cross multiply and solve for X. He has to reach in and pull out, I kid you not, a $12 million bill. His 20 is 600,000 20s. You are not going to forget 600,000 20s in an old coat. Because as you lift it back into the closet using a forklift, you will think to yourself, hey, why does this weigh 1,320 pounds heavier, according to Ask.com, than it did when I put it on this morning? The reason I went into the hospital was because my psychiatrist is an advocate for and an expert in something called electroconvulsive therapy, which used to be called electroshock therapy, but they felt electroshock was not quite horrifying enough.
They said, yes, electroshock is disturbing, but I feel like we're soft-selling the convulsions. Yes, the writhing. If we could underscore the writhing, make that the centerpiece, I feel like we could really weed out the sissies and the mama's boys. Electroconvulsive therapy, ECT, as it's always called now, it has a very bad branding problem. Even electroshock to electroconvulsive is at best a lateral move. And again, pop culture has ruined the reputation of this because of one movie, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the most disturbing scene in the most disturbing movie. Jack Nicholson is held down by a dozen orderlies as they put electrodes up to his temples and mock execute him. He's writhing in pain. And I just have to tell you, it's not done like that anymore. It's not. They give you a general anesthesia and a muscle relaxer, and it's delightful. The anesthesiologist would say, now, Gary, count down from 10. And I never once got past "n." And not the "n" in 9, the "n" in 10.
But the thing I hate the most about the grapefruit is that it ruins a fruit salad. And I love a fruit salad, especially when it's served in a watermelon shaped like a bowl with a handle on the top. Oh my God. But the grapefruit ruins fruit salads. Its evil nectar seeps into all the good fruits and destroys it. Its philosophy seems to be, I'm bitter, now everybody's bitter. And I hate that. It ruins everything. You go in after a peach, grapefruit. Try a pear, I got to you too, pear. God damn you, grapefruit, damn you, straight to Hades. There's only one fruit that the grapefruit cannot destroy, won't destroy. The grape. Another reason to love the grape, because the grape had the courage, the guts, the balls, if I may, to say to grapefruit, hey, stay the hell back. I've got a reputation to uphold, okay? I'm the grape. I'm doing very well for myself, and you're not going to screw it up for me, okay? I'm in everything. I'm in jelly, I'm in jam, I'm in juice, I'm in soda, I'm in gum, I'm in wine. Even when I'm dead, I'm a raisin. Yeah, I don't go rotten, I go raisin. How's that? How good is a raisin? A raisin is so good it makes bran palatable. That's how good a raisin is. No other fruit can pull off that feat. Cherry bran? No, thank you. Raisin bran? 2 scoops, please. I love the raisin. And I love grapes. Some people put grapes in Jell-O, and that just ruins a good grape. Don't do that. Jell-O is... How do the Jell-O people even stay in business? Honestly, are there that many people recovering from surgery that they can still sell Jell-O? Honestly, have you ever been craving Jell-O, dying for some Jell-O, had a hankering for a hunk of Jell-O, said to your best friend, you know what I could go for? And they scream, Jell-O? I am a Jewish guy. We got a bad holiday, though. We got Hanukkah, which was sort of our answer to Christmas. We were getting killed by Christmas in the gift-giving winter holiday department. So I think the guys down at Jewish headquarters, the boys in marketing were like, we have got to do something. We're getting killed by Christmas. So they went to the rabbis, the research and development people, and they said, gentlemen, is there any holiday in December that we could turn into a gift-giving holiday? And the rabbis, scratched their beards, and they said, well, there's Hanukkah. And they were like, Hanukkah? How do you spell that? They're like, if I know. And there's Hanukkah. A lot of times that's in December. Sometimes it's in June, but most of the times it's in December. And you could turn that into a gift-giving holiday. Well, what is Hanukkah? What is the basis of Hanukkah? They said, well, basically, some oil that was only supposed to last for 2 days lasted for 8 days. Oh, that's a holiday. Pretty much, if you think of that in modern day terms, that's the equivalent of starting a holiday because you drove around your car on empty for 10 miles. Remember that time we were on E for 10 miles? Yeah, December 10th. Every year we celebrate it. And then came Hanukkah. That's where Hanukkah. And they were like, well, man, we got to beat out Christmas. There's one day of Christmas. I think that's how we can do it. We'll do 8 days. How are they going to top 8 days of Christmas? And that's how we'll beat them. And then the Christmas people, they were very competitive. They were, oh, really? 8 days of Hanukkah? You, 12 days of Christmas. Including a horrible Christmas carol to go along with the 12 days of Christmas, in which some guy gives a woman birds every day for like 9 out of the 12 days. 6 geese a laying, really? That's a nice gift? It's fine now, but when those geese start a hatching, it's gonna be hell to pay. 12 days, that's no Jewish woman who's getting all those birds. She'd send them right back. You better come with 5 more gold rings before you give me another bird. Christmas is a good holiday. You can't beat it with Santa and the wreath and the tree, the toys. It's hard to beat as Hanukkah. I mean, you got the songs. We have one song, Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel. You can't carol with Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel. You're not going to get very far on that. An Ode to a Spinning Top, that's our big Hanukkah carol. Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Right there, that's a lie. No Jewish mother would ever allow clay in the house. It's bad for the carpet. Oh my gosh, Hanukkah. But the Christmas carols are fantastic. You get jingle bells, jingle all the way. Absolutely, if you're gonna jingle, jingle all the way. Don't half-ass it. A lot of people, they dabble in the jingling. They jingle half the way. You jingle all the way. And you make some memories. Because let me tell you something. Riding a one-horse open sleigh, what fun. What fun. One horse. Don't go with the 2 horses. It goes too fast. You get nauseous. One-horse open sleigh. And go with the open sleigh. Treat yourself. Go with the convertible. It's Christmas and you deserve it.